What does it really take to become successful? Most people already know the answer. You can find it in books, you can hear it in podcasts, you can watch it in videos. The information is everywhere. But the truth is, success has never been about information. It's about execution. It's about who you become when nobody is watching. Because the real question is not, do you know what to do? The real question is, are you willing to do it consistently? Anyone can say they want more. Anyone can talk about goals, dreams, and ambition, but very few are willing to wake up earlier, to push harder, to stay disciplined when it's uncomfortable. That's where the separation happens, not in knowledge, but in action. There are people who could improve their life right now. They know what habits would make them better, but they don't act. Not because they're incapable, but because they lack the discipline to follow through. And discipline is not something you can buy. You can't purchase it. You can't borrow it. You can't wish for it. You have to build it every single day. It starts with a decision. How do you begin your day? What do you allow into your mind? What kind of thoughts do you entertain? Because your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your life. If you don't take control of your mindset, something else will. Other people's opinions, other people's energy, other people's limits. But when you take ownership of your day, everything changes. You set the tone, you decide who you become, and that's where real power begins. Understand this. The version of yourself you imagine becoming will never exist unless you start acting like that person today. It's not enough to visualize success. You must behave in alignment with it. You must move like that person, think like that person, work like that person, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because growth is never comfortable. Change is never easy. Every step forward requires effort. Every level demands more from you. And most people quit too early. They step into discomfort and then step right back out. But the truth is, real transformation only happens when you stay in the fire long enough. That pressure, that struggle, that resistance, that's what shapes you. That's what builds strength. That's what turns potential into reality. So instead of avoiding difficulty, move toward it. Instead of running from pressure, embrace it. Because every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger. And strength is built through repetition, through consistency, through showing up, even on the days you don't feel like it. Because anyone can perform when they feel motivated. But the people who win are the ones who execute without emotion. They do what needs to be done regardless of how they feel. That's discipline. And discipline is the foundation of everything. Your goals, your success, your future. All of it depends on your ability to stay committed, to follow through, to keep going when it would be easier to stop. So ask yourself, what do you do when no one is watching? What choices do you make when no one will know the difference? Do you stay consistent, or do you take shortcuts? Because those moments, those quiet decisions, they define your life. They determine your direction. They shape your future. You have more potential than you realize, but potential means nothing without action. You must develop the mindset that refuses to quit, the mindset that pushes forward no matter the circumstances, the mindset that says, I will find a way. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. Because every day you delay, you move further away from the life you want. And every time you follow through, you move closer to the person you're meant to become. So raise your standards, hold yourself accountable, stop negotiating with your excuses, and start committing to your growth. Because at the end of the day, no one controls your results but you. No one decides your future but you. And no one can stop you once you decide to become unstoppable.